So we're just going to go through the classic creative call to action today. Call to action, often referred to as a CTA. Essentially, this is just a huge button, but it just gives you a lot more options to make it stand out on the page. So we'll just go through those, and then I'll tell you a little tip on how to make them look even better. So just going through the options here on the left, we've got the padding. Essentially, it'll always sit in the middle, so generally the padding doesn't come into play that much. Next is the text, which is important. So you can just change that, and that will go in there. A little bit of code if you do want two things. So if you're having a click here for more, but then you did want it on 2 lines, then this space you would just replace with a break. So just this tiny bit of code, and then that's going to put it on 2 lines for you. Next is the text size, so we can just change that to have it even bigger, more standout. You can choose between an icon or an image, so when you hover over it, what appears there. Generally an icon works for mostly what I do, what I need. Then you've got the Font Awesome library to choose from, so I'm just going to choose an arrow there, so we can see that's appeared in there. And we can also change the size of the icon, so generally a bigger icon is really good. Next is the animation direction, so it's up at the minute, so when you roll over, the text will go up on the page. But yeah, we can change that to the left, go down, or any direction. Next is the link of where it's going to go to, and then we've got the open link in a new window. So the rule is only for external links would you open it in a new window. So generally leave this off. And then we've got the 3 options for color. It's going to default to some styles that we've already set for the rollover. So the red and a little bit darker red, and white for the text, but we can change them all in here. So if we want black text, we can just do that, make that stand out. Okay, so a little trick: if you want to have an image in the background instead of a block of color, what you would do is you would actually select this as transparent. So all of the settings that it is at the minute, just select those. And then here in style, we want to write background, and then colon, and then URL, open and close brackets, and then these single quote marks. And what we want to put in here is a link to the image that we want to show in the background. So I've just opened the media library so that we've got images ready to go. Just going to choose this as a cool background, so I'm just going to select all of that, copy this link back to here, and then in between the single quote marks, I'm just going to paste that link in there, and you can see that the image has appeared on the back. Now you can see that it's just not quite long enough, so it's going to repeat itself, which is fine, but if we want, we can just make it stretch across. So I'm just going to do no repeat here, and that's going to leave it, but then there's a bit of space on the right. So next we're going to, where we position it, so just say center, and that's going to move it to the middle. and then a semicolon to finish that off. And then if we say background dash size, and then colon again, and then we just set, say, cover, and then what that will do is it will stretch the image to fit the whole call to action block. So tiny bit of code to learn there, but that's how you get the image effect in the background. But this will already come through in the predetermined blocks that we've got.